All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back for one final series on the night, and I can hear myself. I need to mute the other stream here. There we go. It's been a long night. Izord came in clutch, 4 series back to back to back to back. Absolutely huge stream. And a lot of great matches being played. And there's one more. Literally got scheduled tonight. Earlier, you did see Dog Nappers play on stream earlier. They were able to schedule on the spot here with Sloppy Dogs. This is going to be an elimination match and a LAN qualification match all in one. The stakes could not be higher here in this matchup. Going to be a great time. These boys have been waiting a little bit, so I'm going to keep this as short as I can, but I am joined on the desk here tonight by longtime member. It's been a long time, but Silk, how you feeling tonight?
I'm feeling good. Fresh off a tough loss, but you know, little injury kind of took me out for the day. Kind of tore my fingernail, so
what?
Might be out for next season. Yeah, so I mean, but you know, GG's. But moving on, we have Sloppy Dogs and Dog Nappers, and when I heard this was being streamed, I had to jump on it. I have to, you know, back my boy Skay. So I'm not. I know we're not in predictions yet, but you know, I have to hop on stream just to see this, get a front row seat.
Well, yeah. I mean, you couldn't have a better seat here, that's for sure. I know you have some, like you said, you've started to bring up the SDSU esports scene, Rocket League scene a little bit. You're the recently proclaimed president of the club over there, so
appointed, yeah.
Yep. So you got to come in and support your boy Skay over on the Sloppy Dogs team. So we're gonna be starting to get these boys in, but let's talk a little bit about the bracket here. As you can see, this is fully updated, so we are now on match M, which, like I said, is both an elimination match and a LAN qualification match all in one. So whoever loses this one, season completely over. Whoever wins this one punches their ticket to LAN, which is pretty much the ultimate goal for basically every team in DCRL. Some teams want to go all the way, win it, but I mean, just being able to play on LAN, such a big experience. So the stakes, like I said, could not be higher on this matchup, which is why I knew I just had to hop on the desk here, despite me working a 9 to 5 every single day. Gotta hop on here.
Oh, and the punk stuff. Yep.
So let's go ahead and talk about who is on each of these teams here. Sloppy Dogs went 6-3 on the regular season, captained by Skay, joined by Real Curly Fries and Carve Dog. They've been making, you know, tears throughout the regular season. I've preached this over and over again. I think this team has one of the highest ceilings in Division B when they're playing at their best. So again, this is when they're going to need it the most. And as you can see, shout out from the Skay fan club, the stakes have never been higher for this team.
I love it.
So let's go ahead and I'll toss it over to Dog Nappers, who were just on stream earlier, and I'll have Silk talk a little bit about these boys.
At first glance, I see they have a lot less red on here, but that is not to discount them at all. They're 4-5, which is still a pretty decent record. Regular season doesn't really matter when you jump into playoffs. So they've made it this far, and like you said, the stakes are extremely high, and so I'm thinking that Dog Nappers, especially fresh off a win, are gonna bring in the heat this series.
Indeed. All right, like I said, I'm trying to rush through this one. So before we hop into gameplay, Silk, quickly, what's gonna be your little prediction here on the night?
You know, I have to go with the Sloppy Dogs, Mr. Skay, Curly Fries, and Carve Dog here.
All right, game count.
I think in seven, especially since Dog Nappers have come off such a pretty commanding win, if I'm being completely honest.
That is very true.
So it's gonna be tight.
I gotta go against you. I gotta go against you. Like I said, like the momentum is gonna be tough to go against Dog Nappers, just coming off a big win. We'll see if they can lock in here tonight. the predictions have been open for way too long, so I am now going to go ahead and close those. If you want to get last second here as I work to find the button here, you can go ahead and do that. But
absolutely,
we have segued now into the first game here. It's a best of 7 series to decide it. Like we said, there's a lot of storyline here. I don't think a lot of people really predicted Dognappers to be this far in the bracket. They started off super well on the season. I believe they were like 4-0 at one point, 5-0. But if you watch the midseason stream, they had a pretty relatively easy schedule comparatively, and as they kind of started to face those higher seeds, they kind of started to fall down the list a little bit, falling all the way to seed number 7. So it looks like they've kind of found their stride again when it matters most during playoffs.
Yeah, those, the schedule's very important. I mean, even though everybody plays each other at least once, playing the better teams earlier or later in the season makes a huge difference on how you kind of develop your play style throughout the season. So that's an interesting thing to note there. But we're still scoreless here in game number 1. I haven't seen a whole lot of shots, or threatening shots at that lately. And, that goes to game 1 being a feeler game. Nothing wrong with that. But another thing that kind of stands out to me is there's a battle bus on the field, which I haven't seen in a long time since free-to-play season 1. But love to see that come out. Big Fortnite shout, or anti-shout rather.
I was gonna say, I think they were talking pre-game about if this goes to game 7, bring out the battle bus, and I'm pretty sure Shaded completely misunderstood the vibe there, because he's already in the battle bus in game number 1 here. Hopefully it doesn't affect the outcome of the game for them, but looks like both these guys kind of feeling each other out right now. We're already halfway through game number 1, and haven't really been too many chances like you said so far. We'll see if CarvDog can get anything going here. It's a perfect pass down to Skay, and the scoring gets started here in game number 1.
Yep, they just opened up the back line there, getting one to commit. Skay's close second. Easy cleanup for him. Nobody back to defend quite yet. But yeah, Sloppy Dogs take the lead here. Kickoff going in favor of Dognappers, trying to start a counterattack.
Shot is on here. Real Curly Fries gonna pop this midfield. Rickamus off the backboard now. We saw him have some great moments. Very mechanical player. One of those players I think has kind of went under the radar. Very commonly going for a lot of these very mechanical plays, but unfortunately I haven't seen too much come from it in actual DCRL matches. So we were kind of seeing little hints of it in the series previous here. That's gonna be a shot on from Curly Fries. There's so many Dognappers members in net, but somehow Real Curly Fries able to find a gap. The Sloppy Dogs now up by 2.
Oh yeah, probably a little miscommunication on the goal line there too. That did look a little sloppy in terms of defensive rotation, but there's so much more series to go. I mean, the curtains are still open, so you just got to regain in those situations and get that goal back. There's still 90 seconds left on the clock. You see Rickamus getting it clear out. Skay's there to collect, but gets dunked by Huskers. You have a bit of an attack here, starting from the Dognappers, creating a little bit of pressure. CarvDog getting bumped from behind, but it gets a bump of his own on the way out. Skay gets a touch to buy time. Curly Fries shot on net. Awkward save. No clear comes out quite yet. Rickamus will relieve a little bit of pressure here.
Yeah, now Rickamus again trying to get going. I saw so much in the previous series where Shaded was really the cornerstone of this Dognappers offense. A lot of those chances were kind of revolving around him, either making some sort of playmaking shot. Skay with an absolute ripper from midfield. There's a goalkeeper in net, but the pure speed on this shot was just too much for Huskers to handle. That one just slips by him, and Sloppy Dogs a very convincing lead here with 35 seconds to go.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of a hard shot to save with no momentum. If you want to put your car in park in net, leaving a lot of the net open there. So good awareness from Skay to put his team up by 3. Oh, we see Dog Nappers knocking at the door, and Rickamus will put one away for the Dog Nappers. We see a little bit of awkwardness on defense. Not quite sure where to put the clear Carved Dog, and they get punished for it.
Yeah, I know. It was just beautiful placement there from the captain, Rickamus Prime. Again, nobody able to put a hand up. You saw Curly try to, but there's nothing you can do there. But it might be too little, too late. 13 seconds to go. Dognapper's going to need a miracle here, but this is going to be wasting a lot of time. Ball's popped up in front of this orange net. And Sloppy Dogs looking like they're going to end out game number 1 with a 3-1 victory. Very convincing here. We'll see if Carved Dog can get one for the road here. Showing off some mechanics, but nothing going to come from it. Ball hits the ground, and Sloppy Dogs, again, pretty convincing at game number 1. We'll see if Dognappers can find an answer.
I didn't even realize that all of the Sloppy Dog players are rocking the same preset.
Are they? Are they so. In cohesion?
I think they got that connection.
I love that. Listen, I love connection. That. I've always loved the idea of, like, you know, I mean, Rocket League is very similar to soccer, obviously, where you got like jerseys and stuff like that. I always loved the idea of kind of having like your own little jersey, stuff like that. Having like I thought it'd be really cool to have like custom decals with like a number and stuff too. I don't know. The thought of that just be kind of cool to me. Obviously, it's possible with Alpha Console, but I love the cohesion. I love it. Maybe adding to the chemistry, but we'll see if it can hold up. Game number 2 getting underway. Dognapper's gonna, like I said, be looking for some sort of answer here. Shaded already going for a reset off the bat, but it's useless. Nothing gonna come from it. Skay kind of gives away possession here. Rickamus able to corral this ball perfectly here, trying to maybe find a touch here. Husker's gonna maybe look for an aerial shot. Shaded's up early for this one, but what a save off the backboard from Carved Dog. It was a fantastic shot, but an even better save from Carved Dog.
Yeah, I mean, they're creating some good pressure here right out the gate. But they might get punished here as they do find themselves just kind of sitting on the goal line once again. I mean, that is kind of an awkward pinch, though. Hard to expect. But Sloppy Dogs open up the scoring in game 2.
Yeah, you love to see it. I kind of wanted to ask you, you know, a little bit of a chance here to maybe shout out SDSU esports and stuff like that. You know, you kind of talked about it pregame here with supporting your boy Skay over here. How has that been going? Have you had any luck so far getting any momentum going over in South Dakota there?
Yeah, so actually behind the scenes, we have been doing a lot in terms of setting up the club to compete under the name of like SDSU, Jacks, and everything. So really big things coming there. Our Rocket League program is probably the strongest, obviously, at this point, but we're looking to expand into other things.
Yeah, no, love to see it, because from the get-go, I feel like I've always said that SDSU is one of the most like untapped like student bodies as far as esports goes, because as you very well know, there was pretty much nothing for esports over at SDSU, and it's a pretty big school. So I'm sure there's some very talented players buried somewhere in there. So it's
yes, and Penn and Chemic, shout out to them too. They've been putting in a lot of work behind the scenes as well to get this going. So
yeah, I love it. Like I said, it's been that's kind of always been like a secondary goal too, is to help. You know, it's kind of a symbiotic relationship with DCRL and any other leagues too, right? So hopefully it's been cool to see what you guys have been able to do, and hopefully it continues to grow.
Yep, big things, but even bigger, this series is still underway, and we have Carved Dog trying to create something on offense. Curly Fries trying to collect, getting it back mid, but met by Rickamus. Pass mid, Shaded, Carved Dog there with the save. Everybody's on that left side there, trying to figure out what to do with the ball. Shot goes wide. Carved Dog low boost, gonna have to find a block, and he does.
Yeah, Rick is now maybe.
Dog nappers.
Oh, sorry to talk over you there.
At it. You're good. You're good. This is just insane pressure here. The boost starving is just insane. There's a clear. That might relieve a little bit of pressure.
Yeah, ball's here for Shaded now. He's, again, the pressure from Dog Nappers has been very good so far, but the defense from Sloppy Dogs has been very good. This could be a chance. Huskers had an opening. Curve Dog had really no chance to make a save as long as that's on net, but unfortunately Huskers can't find the shot. Hopefully it doesn't come back to bite them as Shaded trying to make a touch here, but Curve Dog should be able to get a 50 at least. Ball goes up high. It looks like, who was that? I think Skay gets a touch over one here. Huskers trying to get something going, cannot do so. Big 50 from Shaded. It's going to go all the way down. Carve Dog needs to make a touch. He does. Been doing such a good job making a lot of these great saves. And with a minute 19 to go, Sloppy Dogs, you know, although they've been giving up a lot of this pressure, been doing a fantastic job on defense to keep the ball out of their own net.
Yeah, I agree. They seem very composed on defense at the very least. Even though they're getting boost starved, they're pulling their own weight here. And I think it all comes to Dog Nappers not really putting the best shots on net either. I think if they started to find the net a bit more and trying to break down the layers of defense that Sloppy Dogs are putting on right now, I think they might find a bit more success.
Yeah, no, that's definitely a great point too. Just the quality of shots. I mean, you're doing a great job at boost starving. You're getting that part out of the way if that's going to be your game plan. But having some quality shots, as Huskers has one there, maybe a little bit too far right though, rings it off the post. Pressure's still going to be on, but shots a little bit too far wide here. Skay trying to find a clear out, but Huskers is in a good spot there. Pops it up high. Double commit does come out, but it probably going to be okay because Skay is there for a great redirect. That's going to buy his team so much time to get back after that double commit. Ball's gonna be up here. Dog Nappers need a goal here. Huskers can't quite get a touch. Carve Dog, great play here, just wasting so much time. Ball hits the ground, and Sloppy Dogs again walking away with yet another 1-goal game, or not another, but pretty close game there. And they're gonna walk away, go 2-0 now on the series.
Yeah, I really do like the strat that Dog Nappers kind of came into the game with. They had a lot of pressure, it seemed like. The whole boost vacuum strat on offense works if you can put, the quality shots on to support it. So, I mean, they can continue to play like this if they, were able to put these shots on. So I hope that they go into the next game, kind of shake this one off and give us a bit more of a series in that sense.
Yeah, real quickly before I go over to the timeout screen here, Carve Dog with an insane series here. You see it in the scoreline as well. 4 saves. He has the only saves in the entire lobby between both these teams, dropping 500 points. I'm sniffing a little bit of a Tony Snell game, but I won't name names. But nonetheless, it doesn't matter. They do walk away with the win here, and a timeout was called. So I'm gonna go ahead and toss it over to that screen for just a little bit here. As I think Dog Nappers trying to kind of stall out this momentum that's coming out from Sloppy Dogs right now, which I gotta give a huge shout out to them because all 3 of them have their cams working, even though Curly Fries has his camera sideways. I'm gonna tell him to turn that. And on the other hand, Dog Nappers, literally none of them have their cams. So shout out.
Yeah, I
Sloppy
hear
Dogs.
that. Heard a little birdie tell me one time that they play naked, so that's why they don't have cams. So, I won't say who told me, but I hear that's the rumor. So yeah, if you're Sloppy Dogs, I'd be scared of that because that's unhinged.
Oh,
I don't know why you do that.
It'd be really funny if we just all of a sudden got cams and they're all just shirtless. That would be good. But all right, let's get this thing going again. Let's get everybody back in. Let's get the show on the road. As we trying to go into game number 3 now. Dog Nappers. Hopefully the timeout buff works here because they're gonna need to they're gonna need to battle back here. They've been putting on some good pressure, but they need to kind of do exactly what they have been doing and either A, find some better shot placement, or B, start finding some bumps and demos to try and disrupt the solid rotations that Sloppy Dogs have been bringing to the table here this series.
Yeah, I mean, so far, Sloppy Dogs have been leaning so far forward in their chair. I mean, they seem like so locked in to this series. They really want to go to LAN. So I got to respect that. But it's only game 2. So there's so much more series to go. Also, fresh off a timeout, this game is very important.
Yeah, it really is. And that's another thing that I, kind of want to mention too is I've low-key been a really big fan of the Sloppy Dogs team all season long. Again, Skay has been in the league for such a long time. A reset does come out here. Almost a great goal. Skay's been a member of DCRL for such a long time. Unfortunately, he really hasn't had his chance to shine. And this season, to me, has kind of been that chance for him. He's landed himself 2 great teammates this season, had a great regular season. And so being able to see him in this position here with a chance to make it on LAN finally is going to be a lot of fun to see. Hopefully some of the Skay fan club can pull up too. Would be great to see a lot of people at LAN. So I'm rooting for Sloppy Dogs low key on the, on the down low. Obviously it'd be awesome to see Dognappers come back and win this thing, but it's, I'm a big fan of Skay. It's good to see him having some success.
Absolutely. We see a little breakaway here. Shaded will get their first lead of the series.
Maybe.
Someone left the window open. I mean, do you feel that breeze?
Yeah, I feel it. I feel it.
Oh my goodness.
Somebody's got to continue on the K2 legacy, the caster curse. A little bit, not my bad there. The glaze maybe was a little bit too much, and the Rocket League gods had to answer there. So do apologize to Sloppy Dogs for that one, but we'll see if perfectly balanced as all things should be, right? That's
counterattack. Oh my God, it's more postage. Ooh. Oh no. I don't even know what this. I'm at a loss for words. So a lot of things happened there. Very boostless on the orange side there. Not a lot of boost being picked up when it should have, and clears just didn't go their way, and it just snowballed into just disaster there. So I mean, that's just a goal you got to get back.
Yeah, it really is. Unfortunate defensive collapse there. Sometimes, I mean, Sloppy Dogs have been making it look really easy to be so composed as Carved Dog finding a beat around Shaded, dropping the what a save in chat as well. And
oh my goodness.
Man, he is coming out swinging here. A little bit of a plat pop. The good old plat pop works against Shaded there. Beats the last defender. Sloppy Dogs 2 unanswered, and they're back in the lead here, threatening to go to match point.
That's not a position you want to be in, especially in this high stakes game. Putting yourself 1 game away from being eliminated is bad enough, but also kind of losing that opportunity to go to LAN is even worse. But Huskers shuts me up and ties it back up off the 50 of Shaded. What a play from Dognappers.
Yeah, no, and again, a little bit of toxicity starting to come out from these guys. I mean, everything on the line right now. You see Shaded dropping the what a saves in chat after Carved Dog's disrespect earlier. So this is going to be a fun series here. We'll see if Dognappers can start to get some momentum here. Curly Fries gets a decent touch here. It's going to go up off the back wall. Rickamus with a great controlling touch on the back wall, but Skay completely reads it. There's going to be a demo on the back line. Shaded almost backflips out of the way here. Carved Dog has a shot, but drops it a little bit too far low. Ball still could be dangerous. Curly Fries going for an insane angle there. Can't find contact though, but Skay gonna lob this one on net. Rickamus needs to make a save here. It's gonna be a great pass for Shaded, but Carved Dog able to cut it off. Oh, it's actually a great pass for Rickamus. Almost finds a shot. Dognappers starting to put on some pressure here.
That's a good rip off the backboard. Shaded doesn't flinch, but the ball does go back to Curly Fries. It's met by Rickamus. Skay off the backboard. This is going to be awkward, but Huskers gets the block. Stuck on defense once again, Dognappers. They're going to have to get out of this cycle, find a clear, find their teammates, find some boost. You still see the pressure being put on by Sloppy Dogs. Goes mid. Carved Dog not able to find the shot as it's blocked away off the post, and Carved Dog is able to clean it up.
Yeah, it's just light work, no reaction. You see it in the cams there. I think this was Rickamus here, kind of coming out off a back post. Curly Fries. Oh no, that's actually Curly Fries. I thought it was another member of Dog Nappers. But yeah, that was just a guaranteed goal there. Sloppy Dogs now in the lead once again. Dog Nappers keeping it close this time. Actually able to put away some of these chances that they've been getting all series long here. As Huskers gets a clean beat, but Carved Dog, great positioning there, finds himself a great save. Shaded gonna go for something here. It's kind of an awkward first touch, allows Real Curly Fries to get a great challenge there. That's a big pinch from Skate. It's gonna bounce out mid, but nothing gonna come from it. Rickamus getting a great touch. That's not the best touch from Curly Fries. Shaded has a chance to do something crazy here. Might double as a pass. Nothing gonna come from it though. And again, 30 seconds to go. Dog Nappers desperately gonna need a goal here to prevent them from going to match point.
Most definitely, and we're gonna have to see some aggressive offense as the clock ticks down. Huskers trying to get it mid, gets it over one. Skate trying to just collect it and kill the clock. Shaded coming back in, goes for the backboard, tries to get the double, and ties it up with little to no time left on the clock. Shaded with MVP of this game, number 3.
No, beautiful shot there, like you said. You got to give some credit to Huskers as well for getting a bump in the net. If there was a chance for anybody to save it, he definitely denied that, though. Curly Fries able to find a quick answer just like 5 seconds after an insane double tap from Shaded. The momentum completely comes to a halt. Curly Fries shuts everybody up on the pitch.
Man, that is frustrating. You know, getting caught on the goal line, zigging when you should have been zagging is just not the best position to be in, especially this late in the game. 1 second on the clock, it stays up. Huskers low boost back, cannot reach it. Sloppy Dogs get put on match point.
Man, that's hard. That's hard to come back from. You know, you come out, you think you've tied the game up, at least have a chance, maybe to get another goal before regulation, even go to OT, anything, right? But no, I mean, just the straight up answer back 5 seconds later. Sloppy Dogs, light work, no reaction. Once again, that's a great answer back. Sloppy Dogs are the dominant team right now. Dog Nappers keeping it close, to say the least, but I mean, Sloppy Dogs just too much to handle. The boost stealing, the positioning, the composure on defense, everything is going their way right now. If they continue to play this way, I could see this one being a quick 4-0 sweep here. We'll see if that can happen, because sometimes that hardest game to win is going to be the last one, Silk, and I'm sure you've experienced that one before.
Oh, definitely. And I want to highlight a couple things in the stat sheet here. The shots from Sloppy Dogs, they are relentless on the scorecard, and that is huge when it comes to these kind of games. I mean, you got to really put on the pressure. It doesn't matter if they go on. The quality of shots are there. It's lights out. And then another thing I want to highlight is Carved Dog performance this series. I mean, he's he's doing so much on the field. I mean, he's everywhere where he needs to be. He's cleaning up goals. He's on the goal line making crucial saves. Like he's doing it all right now.
No, he really is. I've been noticing that a lot. He's been getting a lot of great. He positions himself very, very well, I would say. Pretty smart player, and it's really coming out here. But game number 4 getting underway. We are on match point now, so Sloppy Dogs, a singular win away from now progressing to land. Dog Nappers, their season is on the line here in this game number 4, and that's almost catastrophic. 2 crossbars back to back.
No,
very catastrophic.
The post on that one, my goodness. No, you got to get that one back. Curly Fries trying to get it mid. It's still a little awkward on the goal line. We see some collection here. Shaded, full boost. 50 by Skay. Huskers tries to get it clear out to his teammate. Goes missing. Curly Fries trying to get a counterattack going. Gets a 50 out to the side here. Huskers going to take it upstairs. Goes for a ceiling pinch across. Shaded. Blocked by Carved Dog.
Ball floating. Ball floating midfield here. Huskers trying to find maybe some 50 here. Can't find the best touch here. Skay should have a free ball, but doesn't have a lot of boost to work with. Kind of just ends up just giving a free back pass there to Rickamus as he's maybe looking for one more. Can't quite find it. Shaded there for a shot, but it's barely off the mark. Curly Fries might have a chance here. It's wide open. Dog Nappers all kind of upfield there. Full commit on that offensive drive there. And Curly Fries going to capitalize on that one. Sloppy Dogs off to a great start here on match point.
Again, a little breezy in here. Lines are left open just so slightly, but still 3.5 minutes left of the game. Again, that's a goal you got to shake off. 1 goal deficit is not at all impossible to come back, and the door is open once again. Shaded cleans it up. Little alley-oop play here from Huskers. Yeah, to beat out that last defender. Beautiful play coming from the Dog Nappers.
Yeah, no, it really was. It's I'm seeing a lot of full-on just desperation offensive drives now from Dog Nappers. You saw Rickamus and Huskers both trying to get that ball midfield. Luckily, Shaded was able to put it away. If they weren't, it probably would have been a goal the other way. So you can start to see the desperation here, the aggressiveness from Dog Nappers coming out. Their season is on the line. But might as well just not leave anything left in the bag. Pull out all the tricks, whatever you got to do, because they're going to need a miracle here.
Definitely, and like having to extend for those plays, I mean, especially when you're in comms, is not necessarily like the worst thing you can do either. You know, if you can communicate what you're doing and, you know, how you can recover, like that is, you know, huge when it comes to these kind of games. So I kind of wanted to highlight that point a little bit.
Yeah, no, for sure. That's one of those aspects where, like, you know, like you said, if you're solo queuing or something like that, not able to communicate the different story. But I mean, that's a great point to make there. But we'll see if they can continue that, though. 2 minutes left here. Dog Nappers do have the equalizer. See if they can continue that. Again, Sloppy Dogs just 1 game away here. See if they can get it done. 2 minutes left. Silk, I don't know if they're going to be able to do it because Curly Fries almost finds it, but that's just an Aqua Toad bounce. Carved Dog finds it. The boot downfield finds that top right corner. Sloppy Dog strike again.
Oh yeah, from downtown, Carved Dog somehow finds that top right to steal the lead in game number 4. And so far, I mean, I'm just seeing just dominance in terms of just the shots from Sloppy Dogs, as we see Skay and Curly Fries setting each other up, putting another goal on the scoreboard. And that's just textbook.
It really is. I mean, it's just beautiful goals here coming back to back here from Sloppy Dogs, threatening to just end it right here and right now. I can tell you right now, the Sloppy Dogs team is going to be a lot of fun to watch on LAN. I don't know if any of these players actually have the experience on LAN. So it'll be really interesting to see how they can perform. Kind of going to be a wild card here in Division B. But they got to hold on for another minute 40 here. Rickamus has a full tank of boost here. It's a great first touch, beating out Carved Dog, going for a reset. Nothing going to come from that attempt, though. Shaded still on ball here, but Skay's going to shut that one down. Chance here for Huskers. It's going to go up off the backward. Rickamus needs a read here. A little bit too high there. Sails over the ball. Curly Fries touch out of the corner. See if he can get it cleared out, and he does. Sloppy Dogs doing a great job at wasting time right now.
Yeah, I mean, right now that you really have to find a goal if you're Dog Nappers. Otherwise, it's just curtains closed at this point. It's the clock's ticking down. Last life of playoffs, and I mean, we have to see a little bit of life come out here. Extend for those offensive plays here. See a 50 come out. Curly Fries takes it up the wall. Gonna take it slow. Really trying to wind down the time. Going for a bump, and Skay finds the finisher, and that might be the nail in the coffin for this series.
Yeah, it might just be. It's a great play there from Sloppy Dogs. Nice little put away shot there. Yeah, the 3-goal lead. 40 seconds to go. We've seen this happen before, so not going to be over yet. There's still some hope, but again, this is going to be a great touch from Skay here. Fakes out 2 members. It might be a pass for Carved Dog. Can he slot it away? Barely cannot, as Shaded makes a great save. 30 seconds to go here. They need a goal right here, but nothing gonna come from it. Rickamus lets it get a little bit too far away from him. Curly Fries does have an attempt here, but shaded again on the defensive line here. 15 seconds to go. I don't know if they're gonna be able to do it. And Sloppy Dogs with an insane series here. Just pure dominance through and through here. Skay just putting salt in the wound here. 5 seconds to go. Getting yet another goal.
Yeah, this is just a victory lap for the Sloppy Dogs. I mean, all I see is smiles here in the cams for them. I mean, they know they're going to land now, which is really exciting. You know, kind of a sweet reaction from all of them. So happy for them.
Yeah, no, I am too. That's a big win there. Sloppy Dogs get it done in a quick 4-0 sweep. A late night match. It's a season ender and a land qualification. Dog Nappers, after, I mean, what a roller coaster of a night for them. You know, they get a crazy win earlier over Goofy Goobers, and to come into this one with that momentum and then just get 4-0 swept. I mean, to end your season, it's just, that's catastrophic to say the least. But again, Sloppy Dogs punching their ticket to land. We get to see Skay on land. I don't know how many seasons he's got left, but nonetheless, it's going to be awesome to see this team on land. And hopefully some of you guys, the Skay fan club, can pull through. It's going to be a lot of fun up in Grand Forks, May 3rd and 4th. So yeah, quick 4-0 sweep. Listen, I'm not going to complain too much because it's a late night and I, like I said, work a 9 to 5. So works for me, man. Works for me.
Most definitely. I did make the promise too that if Skay made land, that I'd make an appearance. So it looks like I gotta book a trip to the Grand Forks here.
Oh, let's go. All right,
yeah.
let's go ahead and get these boys in. Let's get them dragged in here. And huge congratulations to Sloppy Dogs. You guys punch your ticket to land. Officially a very convincing win over that Dog Nappers team. I'll toss it to you, Skay. I mean, I've been a big fan of you. You've got a lot of fans in the chat. You've been a long time member. How does it feel to finally punch your ticket to land?
It's going to be something I've never experienced before, which, I mean, hey, last one's the best one. So got to make it count.
That's what I was just about to ask. Is this your last season of DCRL?
I will be graduating, yes.
Oh boy, so like you said, last one, best one. No better time than now. So awesome that you guys are gonna get this chance. So it's gonna be fun to see you perform on land. I'll toss this one to Real Curly Fries now. Is this also gonna be your first land appearance as well?
Yeah. Last semester was my first
okay.
DCRL season, and we didn't make it, so this will be the first one, yeah.
Okay, Dubs, I think all of you guys are going to be first-time land members. Obviously, Carved Dogs, it's your first season too, so it's going to be, I think you guys are going to be a wild card, I was saying in the commentary there. Just being that you guys don't have that land experience, it's such a different vibe. There's so many other variables getting factored in that you can't really feel just sitting at your desk at home. So it's gonna be fun to see. Curly, how are you feeling about your first land appearance as well? Are you gonna think you're gonna be nervous, or are you just gonna be chill? What's gonna be going on there?
I mean, you never know until you get there, but I think we're definitely prepared to do good. I think if we just go there with the mindset of having fun, I think we'll surprise some people.
I think so too. I've preached it. I don't know if you guys have watched back my commentary. I think you guys have one of the highest ceilings in all of Division B. So I think you guys can definitely perform or do well if you guys perform well. So we'll see if you guys can do that. But I'll toss it to you, Silk. You got any questions for these boys?
I have a question for Carved Dog. Was the tilt factor a strat going into this game against the other team? Because I did see a couple of quick chats slip out here and there, and that kind of seemed to be where the series started to, slip through their fingers.
That was a misinput. Finger slipped.
Is that a joke or are you serious?
No, I was just being toxic to have fun. I don't know, getting their minds a little bit.
I mean, that's fair. I mean, it's in the game, so you can't really complain.
I mean,
about that.
I don't even have the "you have time" text chat. I typed it out.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
That's great.
I guess I got another question for you, Carved Dog. I mean, obviously LAN is going to be at UND, so you don't have to travel very far. Are you looking forward to your first? I mean, this is your first time being in DCRL, and you're already finding some success here. Making it to LAN. What are your kind of expectations going into this? Are you expecting to win it all? Or are you just happy to be at LAN? How you feeling about that?
I'm happy to be, but I think what we should focus on is just getting through it. Focus on getting better before we get to LAN, and then once we get to LAN, just like focus on winning.
I love that mindset. Like I said, I think you guys got a chance. If anybody's going to be able to go, to finals, bracket reset, I think you guys are going to be one of those teams. Not to jinx you or cast or curse, but I got my beliefs in you boys. So I appreciate you guys kind of being patient as well in the video ninja. Izard, like I said, did 4 series before this, and so we had to kind of transfer over. So I appreciate you guys waiting there. But one final question, I'll toss it over to you, Skay. You got anything you want to say to all your fans that have been here for multiple seasons now before you make your first LAN appearance?
Well, I mean, I know they'll not physically show up, but I know they'll be in the chat. And I guess, I mean, hey, it just makes me feel better knowing that I got the best fan club out there in DCRL, so can
right on.
Propel our boys to victory here.
Well, you guys heard it. The Skate fan club, Skate is going to be relying on you, so you better be showing up, whether it's in person or in the chat, whatever you got to do. So with that, Silk, do you got anything else you want to say before we head out of here?
Yes, actually. Just kind of a statement that I totally forgot about, but realized in the middle of the series. Skay, I remember way back in the day, like I think I was like plat or something. I noticed there's somebody on my friends list, SK Bank, from the Xbox days, and it was you.
I wasn't on Xbox, but I do. It might be a second account that's named that, but
no, it was definitely you, bro. I looked it up. on Rocket
Well,
League
all right.
Tracker. So, we go way back.
How did you guys
Many
meet?
years.
What?
Probably a rank game.
nah, I can't say I remember that, but
What the heck? Weird.
He don't know you, little bro.
All right. Well, anyways, without further ado, guys, huge congrats. You guys punch your ticket to LAN. It's gonna be a lot of fun to see you guys up in Grand Forks. So, with that out of the way, congrats on your win, and see you in about a week here, boys.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you guys.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, with that all out of the way, figured I'd hop on and do a quick cast. So shout out to everybody that stayed around. We had 5 series on stream tonight, which is actually just insane to say the least. So much content coming your guys' way. Yeah, no, W Isaac too for coming through. Four series is a lot of work. So it's
Glad we got
been
to see the dog pound too,
true.
just to close out the night.
Yeah, the dog
That was
pound.
great.
You love to see it. I don't know. I got literally sloppy dogs are all just still chilling here, so I'm
no, don't kick me.
bye. I was feeling too much pressure. Just like I feel like even though we got like 40 people watching, having 3 people in the VC is just too much for me. But
Right.
no, like I said, I appreciate everybody coming through. We do see sloppy dogs punch their ticket to LAN, unfortunately for dog nappers, after a great win. What was it, about an hour and a half ago, 2 hours ago? Their season unfortunately comes to a close. Very well played from them, battling through a rough end of their regular season, making it close, almost punching their ticket to LAN, but fortunately fall 1 series short. But I gotta give a quick shout out to all those guys for being a part of the league and giving us content and all that stuff. So much appreciated to those boys. But Silk, got anything you want to say about the series and before we end off the stream for the night?
I also just kind of want to jump off of what you just said. I mean, regardless of how your season turns out, sometimes there's next season, sometimes there's not, but it's always important to just kind of take this opportunity to look back at how you played and honestly, it's about the friends you made along the way, low-key. So we have an awesome community, so it's it's good to have these people just kind of stick around too. I mean, there's people from previous seasons that poke their head in the door here and there and in the general chats and Sixers. So it's a great thing to see how far DCRL has come.
Yeah, and no, I'm not gonna reveal too much, but the road is only upwards for DCRL. There's a lot coming in the future as well, so a little sentimental there, but like you said, it's always a lot of fun to have everybody be a part of this, and like you said, it's the reason why I stick around still. I'm a boomer, and I have no obligation to I can't play or anything like that either, so no, it's an awesome community. But with that out of the way, again, one last shout out to everybody for stopping in tonight. The support is always so unreal, but obviously we can't host LANs, we can't do any of that without all your guys' support, so it's always much appreciated. So thank you guys all for coming through. As always, follow all of our socials, Dakota Collegiate RL on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram. We've been trying to post some shorts on there. Silk, you've been doing a good job the past couple series of posting clips and stuff, so appreciate that.
Highlights.
Gotta get the highlights. Again, that's how we do a lot of our social media, so I appreciate that. As always, we do have an Epic creator code, so if you guys do want to make poor life choices, buy stuff in Rocket League, Fortnite, anything on Epic Games, you can use our code, help us out a little bit. And then finally, like Silk said, we have an awesome community, so you can join our Discord, be a part of 6-mans, potential maybe 1v1 tournaments, maybe, I don't know, but
Potential.
So with that all out of the way, Silk, one final thank you to you for hopping on last second. It's been a while, but it's always a blast casting with you.
Yeah, and I plan on hopping on the desk, a little bit more next season. So
there we go. There we go. All right. Well, with that all out of the way, thank you guys for watching, and we'll be back with more DCRL action very soon. Peace out.